Ever since quarantine, things have slowed down a little bit. I've had more time to do the things that I want to do. It also rains a lot in Florida, so we were stuck inside, but that was okay because we were playing Animal Crossing with a whole bunch of new friends we just met. But that's not all we played. We played a lot of tug of war as well. We also made some really good food, which I'll talk more about later. We also did chores and walked a little bit more, and some more, and some more. And we got to spend time with the ones we love. And then there was Dalgona coffee. It's really easy to make. It's just 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of instant coffee, and 2 tablespoons of water. That's really easy to remember. And then you just whisk until your arms fall off. And it's times like these you'll wish you had a stand mixer. And eventually beautiful peaks will form. Next, you'll add it to a glass of cold milk. Just kind of top it off like this and spread it smooth. It's really hard to kind of mix in there. And actually, eventually you'll just stir it in there. But this is just for Instagram. Okay, it's for Instagram, I'll admit it. I took a lot of pictures of this because it looks so cool. And although not necessary, it looks really nice to top it off with some cinnamon and gives it a little bit of a spice taste to it. And there you go, you have an absolutely delicious cup of coffee, and it's super Instagrammable, so take some cool pictures of it as well. And at the beginning of quarantine, a lot of the grocery stores were out of stuff, so we had to use what limited stuff we had around the house to make food. So I had some yellow rice with saffron and some sausage that I chopped up and put in a pan. And then we found the southwestern corn, so I said, let's drain this out and we'll add this into the sausage as well and cook that up real nice. And then of course you add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper for seasoning and mix in the rice, and you got yourself a really good meal. Also during quarantine, my husband got to work on his art more, which is really cool. He got to try some new paints. And if you want to see his art, I'm going to put a link in the description to his art page. I got to work on my own version of art, which was Reuben Sandwiches. Oh yeah, my favorite sandwich in the whole wide world, and it's pretty easy to make too. First, you're going to want to get that cast iron skillet nice and warm. I put it on medium-high. I think that's perfect. Next step is mayo, ketchup, then a little Worcestershire, a little bit of horseradish, which was my grandpa's favorite thing to put on his spoon during Passover and eat. It was creepy. Salt, pepper, and then you stir it up real good. Next, you butter the backs of the rye bread, and you spread the sauce on the front. Most people like to add the cheese next, but I actually like to add the sauerkraut next and then put the cheese on top so it melts to it. Then, after you put the cheese on top, you add the meat, more cheese and sauce on top, and then you put the top on and throw it on the griddle. And then once it's turned a beautiful golden color, you're going to take that and flip it over and do it on the other side now. And now you have yourself a beautiful Reuben, in which I also like to say you cannot have a complete Reuben without pickles and chips. So whether you're just laying around or maybe making a Dalgona coffee, I hope you're having a safe time in quarantine, and I hope you're staying safe out there by wearing a mask and taking care of yourself. Till next time, I'm Ian. Please like and subscribe. Oh, I also forgot to mention I started working at Sleight of Doug's Magic Shop. It's owned by my friend Doug Wonder, and together we've been working on this YouTube series that teaches magic to anyone who wants to learn. And this week I'm doing a review on the Kiwi deck as well as the suede leather close-up pad. You can check them both out on the website, I'll link it below.